Come in. Hello, how are you today?
I'm good.
Well, good. Good. Did you find the office okay?
I almost got lost.
You almost got lost. Well, that's all right. Some people try. It's hard to find your way around stuff through here. My sister gets lost in parking lots, so it's not a big deal. I'm gonna start off. My name is Christy Howard. You can call me Christy or Miss Howard, whichever one you prefer. What's your name?
My name's Hazel.
Hi, Hazel. I'm so glad that you're here today. We're going to go over some of the stuff that I want you to think about, okay? Before you start, it's really important that you understand that what we say here, we're going to try our best to keep it in here, okay? I've already talked to your mom and dad, and they know that whatever you tell me, I'm not going to tell them unless something comes up that I think you're going to hurt yourself or you've spoken about really hurting somebody else. Then, you know, what goes on in here kind of stays in here, unless I think it's going to hurt you or it's going to hurt somebody else. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay.
And you won't tell my mom?
I won't tell her. Unless I think something's going to happen, you're fine, okay? Okay. So here's where we're going to go. Sometimes I will have to speak to colleagues. Sometimes, and you know, we don't give each other names. We just kind of give them a scenario of what's going on. So you need to know sometimes I do confer with other people, and I do talk to them, but it's just to make sure that I'm seeing things the way I need to. Okay? Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. We're going to start by getting to know you a little bit. Okay? How old are you?
I'm 15.
You're 15. All right. How is your relationship with your parents?
My parents,
Yes, your parents.
we quarrel.
You quarrel. Do you have sisters and brothers, or?
I have all kinds of them. They're bossy.
They're bossy. Do you have a good relationship with them, or?
No,
Oh, you don't. Can you tell me about why? Well, can you tell me some of the things that make you think that you don't have a good relationship with them?
she hits me.
Oh, Who's she?
One of my sisters.
One of your sisters hits you.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Does she hit you? Was she playing, or is
No.
she being mean, or?
She's bossy.
She's bossy. Okay. Let's bring you back to why you're here today. Okay. You just got out of the hospital.
Yeah.
What was some of the reasons they had you in the hospital?
They said I tried to kill them.
Oh, I see. Well, what were some of the things that you did to make them think that?
Well, I had a belt,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it around my neck. They don't pay any attention to me.
Well, what was the reason you put the belt around?
I wanted to sit there and notice.
Well, did they notice?
They took me to the hospital.
They took you to the hospital. Do you find yourself getting real anxious a lot or real nervous?
I do.
You do. You get really nervous.
Yeah.
Are there days that you're really depressed?
I like staying in my room.
You like to stay by yourself then?
Yeah.
Okay. Does your brothers or sisters or mom and dad come and check on you?
They yell at me when they come.
They yell at you when you come. Let me ask you this question. I know that they have you on different types of medications. How do you feel about the medications they've got you on? Do they help, or?
I don't take them all the time.
Oh, I see.
I don't need all them.
You don't need all the medications?
No.
You don't think you do? Were you taking those medications before you went to the hospital, or was it after?
After.
After. So the doctor at the hospital put you on these medications.
I don't think he knows what I need.
You don't. Okay. Did your parents take you to the hospital, or did they take you to the doctor first and then
They took me straight to the hospital.
straight to the hospital? And the doctor in the emergency department, he went ahead and
He
put
put
you
me in a room.
in the hospital. Did you stay for a long time?
It seemed forever.
Well, you said that you and your parents quarrel a lot, so I'm guessing you probably don't get along that well. Is that fair to say?
Because of my sister.
Because of your sister, okay.
She's so bad.
Does this bother you in some way? What are some of the feelings that it causes you to have because of,
Sometimes it makes me angry.
do you get angry a whole lot at your parents, or do you get angry at your sister a lot too?
Both.
You get angry at both of them. And do you find yourself that you're angry a lot of the time?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Is it just, do you find it, well, let me ask you this. Is your sister and your parents the only ones you seem to be really getting mad at? Or is there other people that make you angry in your life?
I get more angry with other people now.
You do now. Is there something over the past couple of years that's caused this? Like, is there something big in your life that's happened? I mean, has it always been like this?
Part of the time.
Part of the time. So it's not always been like that all of the time, but just sometimes, is that right? Or is it just really been something that's happened in the past little bit? Is it been more, is it been something that's happened more recently?
More recent.
More recently. Here's what I'm gonna go with. Here's what we're gonna look at. I know that, you wouldn't be here if you didn't want to start feeling better at some point. So here's, I want to look at some of the feelings that you might be having right now. For instance, like, is there times that you feel hopeless, that you feel like you can't, that it's not worth it? Are there days that you feel like that?
I have days.
You have days that are like that. Well, have you thought, or should I say, have you ever thought about taking your own life because of some of the feelings that you've had?
I used to a lot.
Do you now?
Not recent.
Not recently? Okay. So, when you're feeling hopeless, or you feel kind of like lost and like nobody's there, have you ever put a plan into action that would make you want to commit suicide or to take your own life? Have you made those kind of plans, or has it just been, or has it been something else?
I think I meant it when I tried it that time.
Okay, so you haven't made any more plans to do that, okay. So aside from this last time that you tried it, have you tried it to take your own life any other time?
No.
Okay, so this is the only time that you've tried this?
That's the only time.
That's the only time. Okay, well, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that you're probably an extremely strong person. You've probably got a whole lot of stuff that you've done to be proud of. So what I'm gonna ask you is, what is one of the biggest things in your life that you're proud of right now? I mean, you're 15, and I know that there's all kinds of things that you still want to do, but what's one of the things that you've done that you're proud of?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother.
I used to help my grandmother.
You used to help your
I would
grandmother.
cook, we would clean the house,
Okay.
clean can.
Okay, so you helped her around the house all the time.
All the time.
So you enjoyed that. Is your grandmother still around, or do you still
She
help her?
died.
So she passed
died.
away. Okay. So that was probably a big loss for you. It was hard for you. Okay. I'm assuming, or I should say, any time that you lose someone, I would see that you'd have to be real strong to be able to get past that. So, I mean, you would have to have a lot of strength, especially as young as you are, to be able to deal with something like that. So, what are some of the things that you enjoy? I mean, you helped your grandmother, you're proud of that, but what are some of the things that you enjoy?
I play ball.
You play ball, so you enjoy ball. So you went to a lot of ball games, a lot of sporting events. What made you quit those? Was there a reason that you didn't want to do it anymore, or?
They were busy with my sister.
Okay, so your parents were, they kind of influenced whether you wanted to, whether you played ball or
They
not.
never went with me.
Okay, so you went by yourself a lot.
I had to go by myself.
Okay. Here's what I think. I think that you're extremely strong. I think that we can start working toward making you help yourself feel better. I think that you're strong enough. You definitely got enough willpower to do it. So what I think that you should, here's what I want to ask you to try. There's a technique, it's called cognitive behavioral therapy. Big long word. But we're going to call it CBT. That's what me and you're going to call it, is CBT. And we're going to help you. Every time you feel like you're starting to get real nervous or anxious, or like you're so mad that you can't stand it, or if you feel like you're starting to get real depressed, we're going to help you see that way before it starts coming. That way, you take all that strength that you have, and you're going to apply it to it, and it's going to help you cope and feel better. Okay? I know that you don't want to take all the medications that you're taking.
Yeah, I won't have to.
Well, I'm not saying that you won't have to take medication. What we'll do is we'll work with your doctor, okay? Let's see how this works. If it seems like you're starting to do better, maybe he will be willing to, to work with us in that way, okay? Because I'm sure that your medicine makes you really tired.
Yeah, I want to sleep.
Yeah. So, which is probably one of the reasons that you don't want to take it, but you have to promise me something. You have to promise me that you'll take your medicine, at least until we try this out, okay? Is that a deal?
You will talk to the doctor.
I'll talk to your parents about this with your permission. Is that okay?
Okay.
And then I'll have them, we'll contact your physician to see how well you go with this, and we'll hopefully be able to take those down a little bit. And there's something else I want you to consider, and I don't know how you feel about it right now, and but I want you to think about having your family come in here. So,
I don't want to.
okay.
Not
Well, we'll take one step at a time, okay? So what I might do, would you be willing, say, to go once or twice a week and meet with a bunch of girls? It's a group therapy.
They won't like that.
No, they're experiencing much of the same things that you're experiencing right now, okay?
Oh.
So what happens is they feel just as strongly about things as you do, okay? They're not going to laugh at you. So we'll deal with this one step at a time. Hopefully you'll start feeling better, and you'll start seeing things coming far ahead, what I need, another thing I need you to promise me is, if there's ever a time that you're feeling hopeless or just really down and just tired, call me. What we'll do is we'll sit down and
My mommy will let me.
your mommy will let you. And there's something else too that you need to think about is sometimes, with social media being so big right now, I don't use it a lot. However, there are certain things that you and I can come together and try and figure out so that you'll be able to contact me better. And if you can't contact me, it probably will be my secretary or one of the staff members here at the clinic. Which leads me, just like if there's something that comes up, say I'm out of town and there's an emergency and that you really need to talk to somebody, there are several members here on the staff that they will be right there for you, okay?
They will know me?
They will, yes, they will not be able to help you with anything that you need help with, okay?
Oh.
Okay? So if are you comfortable with everything? Is that okay?
That sounds okay.
Okay, if everything sounds good, then we will work toward everything, take one step at a time, and I'll see you back next week, okay?
Okay.
All